This is day one of quitting our jobs to travel the world, and we are lucky enough to have a 10-hour layover in Vienna as we travel to Bangkok. In this video, we'll give you a whistle-stop tour of what the city has to offer, from its stunning architecture, tasty cafe scene, and abundance of culture. Subscribe if you want to see more travel tips as we navigate around the world. Okay, we've just touched down in Vienna after a 2.5-hour flight, which we got up at 4 AM for, so this is the appearance you got for me today. But this is our stopover on our way to Bangkok on our first day of quitting our jobs and travelling the world, so we are very excited. But the first stop is we're going to get the train into the city centre from the airport, so let's go.
So we have successfully got our ticket for the train into the centre of Vienna. A little tip, there's the city airport train which takes 16 minutes and you see the signs everywhere. They're always trying to get you to buy it, but it costs 25 euros, or you can get the public train which was only, I think it's about 8 euros per person for a return. Right, so we've just made it to the centre of Vienna. We got the train to Mitte, and it took about 20 minutes, so it's actually really super easy. We are both absolute zombies though after getting up at 4:30 in the morning, so we're going to go grab a coffee first, aren't we?
Yeah.
Before we check out the sights.
A traditional coffee, I hope. Try out the new caffeine.
The Starbucks?
No, not the Starbucks.
River, eh? Lovely dried up river.
So far everywhere looks so fancy that we're so off put we don't want to go anywhere because we feel like we look like scruffs.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where you're tired and you arrive somewhere new and you walk up to places and you're like, nah, next one.
It just looks all fancy and you're like, oh gosh, we literally, yeah.
Because you haven't found your bearings yet, do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't know the local protocol for sitting down and stuff.
Where is the tourist hotspot? That's what we're trying to find. So we stopped at a cafe called Aida, which is a very famous chain here in Vienna, which does loads of cakes and coffees, of course. And we've ordered 2 of the famous traditional Viennese coffees and a cake that is gluten-free as well for anyone else out there. And it's right in the square in the shopping centre, so it's prime people watching, kind of touristy vibe here as well. I think it's quite a good spot.
I like the smallest bit of cake. Like a fruit cake.
No, it's chocolate.
Is it chocolate?
Yeah.
Tastes like a healthy chocolate cake. That's what gluten-free cake tastes like. But look at the size of these traditional Viennese coffees. They look absolutely amazing. It's probably a couple of calories in this bad boy as well though, isn't there? I'm actually really impressed with this.
So it's espresso at the bottom and then cream at the top. Chocolate
Espresso, cream, bit of chocolate. Trying to work out how to actually drink/eat this contraption. It's an absolute mountain of cream. We've tried drinking it, we've tried bloody swirling our heads in it. Now our method at the moment is to use the spoon and kind of get some coffee cream and then just I don't know.
If anyone knows, let us know in the comments because we have no idea. And I also got a caprese cake on the side with some whipped cream to go with my whipped cream. And next stop, right next to the cafe where we had our coffees from, is St. Stephen's Cathedral, which is one of the top things to do here in Vienna. And one of the popular things are you can go all the way to the top and get panoramic views of the city and have a look at the really cool architecture at the top as well. So we're going to head inside, fingers crossed it's open on a Monday.
Don't see why it wouldn't be. So we thought it was closed because there was building work going on, but actually it says 343 steps on the South Tower, so let's do it. Take 2, we had to go to a cash point as they only take cash for the tower climb or whatever it's called, so make sure you bring some euros with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
343 steps and it costs 11 euros, so it's actually quite reasonable, but we actually didn't think this through as we got up at 4:30 and we've been walking around all day, but we've had our coffee from that shop, so we've got a burst of energy to do it quickly. We've done 1, I'm knackered. 2, 3, you have to count them, don't you? 4.
Yeah.
That was easy, so.
That is not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah. But we're here. We made it. 343 was it?
I think so.
Yeah. We've definitely the view. Right, let's go. Oh no.
Oh.
There's another, I think it's just a temporary bit, and there's another bank of stairs. Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, I've made it to the top. It's like a little souvenir shop with loads of windows looking out onto the city, and you do get some very good views, but it is a shame that you can't go all the way to the top and actually like be outdoors as you see it. Really cool tiling on the roof of the cathedral, which is meant to look out outside the window as well.
I said it's definitely a lot easier on the way down.
Yeah.
Definitely. Should we go and check out the actual cathedral now?
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
We literally said as we turn around the corner that the plan is to go and explore the historic quarter now, and as we walk around the corner this massive grand building behind literally comes into view, which is exactly what I pictured Vienna to be like when we were talking about coming here, but oh my god, it's literally stunning. We're now in the historic quarter of Vienna, which has loads of museums as well, which is really famous for. Because we're on a time constraint and quite tired today, we don't want to go through any museums, but obviously there's loads for you guys to choose from. Some you have to pay for, some that are free. We're just having a mooch around and looking at the unbelievable architecture. You can just walk around here all day and just take in the sights. You don't have to actually go inside, especially when it's like middle of summer as well. Check out the nice buildings, all the old buildings. Like this building here, which is Hofburg Imperial Palace, and it's absolutely humongous and really grand. You can actually go inside, but it's like getting quite late in the day today, so we're just going to take it in from the outside.
And now we're actually heading into the museum quarter. So we were in the historic Old Town, which also has museums, so it's quite deceiving, the name of it. But this is actually the museum quarter, so as Abby's probably said about 50 times, it's very good architecture here.
With over 60 cultural institutions, the Museum Quarter is one of the largest districts for contemporary art and culture in the world. So as you can imagine, there is so much to explore.
So we're actually chilling in the museum quarter now. We was going to look for a bar afterwards, but we actually walked through the arches and it was like 3 different pubs. Actually really reasonable in terms of price anyway, or I think so. We've got a glass of wine and a beer for like less than $10.
And these chairs here, if you don't want to actually go to a pub, look very comfortable and vibey.
That's good. It's a good pint.
Alright guys, this little stopover in Vienna has been really good, and we would recommend coming and having a little visit over a few days.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed spending 10 hours in Vienna. Very unusual because I've never had a layover this long. It's actually quite nice to be able to go and explore a city and then come back with just a couple of hours left.
But yeah, next stop we're going to get on our 11-hour flight now to Bangkok, so we'll be arriving there tomorrow afternoon, so we're super excited for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in Bangkok.
See you in Bangkok,
Bye.
baby.